Hey guys, Zach here from the Underground Strength Coach Business Journal, undergroundbizjournal.com, coming to you on a sleepy Sunday morning. And I'm going to read you some of my morning reading. This is a passage from Dan Kennedy, and it's really applies to all of us as coaches. And what I mentioned in previous emails, if you've been lucky enough to see them, is a lot of coaches, strength coaches, fitness coaches, however you want to describe yourself, they want other people to pay them for fitness training, for life-changing experiences, to inspire them, to motivate them. But these coaches don't want to invest in other coaching programs. So let me read this passage to you. And this is a very important passage. And this is called, it's all about conviction. Now it says, remember, your influence cannot exceed your character. Your persuasive effectiveness cannot exceed your own conviction. You can't sell what you haven't bought. Then they go into a story from Zig Ziglar, one of the most famous motivational speakers and business coaches of the past few decades. He was huge on stages in the 80s, 90s. Zig Ziglar tells a story from his days in the direct selling business that makes this point. Zig, as you know, set spectacular records in the direct selling of stainless steel cookware sets. Such sets of cookware are quite expensive today, as much as $800 to $1,000 for a set. And I recall buying one of these cookware sets. I'll have to tell you the story another day. I remember buying it. It was over $1,000. I couldn't believe I even bought it, but the guy got us to believe. As you can imagine, one of the most common objections of a salesman in this business will hear is, I can't afford it, right? That's what people say about such expensive cookware. And it was exactly that objection that was killing a salesman friend of Zig Ziglar's. This guy was failing fast, and there's something especially tragic about starving in the cookware business. In discussing the salesman's inability to close sales with him, Zig learned that this guy did not own a set of the cookware for himself. Think about that. He sells cookware but did not own it himself. You're a strength coach, a fitness coach, a life coach. Do you have a coach? Here's what the cookware salesman said. My wife and I were just recently married. We're going to have a baby. We've got payments to make on a house, a car, furniture, and we've got a loan from my wife's parents that we're paying off. So we just can't afford a set of the cookware until I start doing better. Of course, this is Dan Kennedy's response, this salesman will never do better until he buys his own set of the cookware. How can he speak with true conviction about the better taste of food cooked with that cookware until he personally experiences it at his own dinner table? How can he claim with true conviction that the cookware pays for itself through utility savings and improved family health? How can he convince others if he himself is not convinced? How can he overcome the I can't afford it excuse when he accepts it from himself? And here's the bottom line. To sell others, you must be sold. Your persuasive effectiveness cannot exceed your own conviction. So what does that mean? Myself, I've mentioned this before, I always have a person coaching me. I'm paying them to help me with my workouts. Even though I am an expert, have been training since 1989, it gives me a different angle. I'm more motivated and inspired. I don't want to go back to my coach and say, hey, I fucked it up. I half-assed it. They give me nutrition coaching as well. And also going through my own training methods. I go through my own training methods. Every time I have an intern working with me, I always remember the earlier years of, I worked out today. I followed the West Side method. No. You follow our motherfucking method. And you train with us for the first 2 weeks. You don't even go near any of the athletes in a coaching respect. You're lifting. They learn and earn or they gain respect of our program. They see how and feel how awesome it is. So before they're able to be a great coach, they've got to experience the power of the program themselves. Now for you guys, I can't afford it. You can't afford the underground strength coach certification. You can't afford any of the masterminds. You can't afford a business course. You can't afford to put these books in your library. You will never be able to afford those things until you take that first step, which is making the investment. And you will never be successful at selling your services and telling others. I don't say, hey, we're the best. Other people say it for us. But there's a big reason both of my gyms earn 6 figures being open about 20 hours a week. There's a big reason for that. It's because I can say, or other people are saying, we're the best, and I train myself in my own system. Okay, so if you're selling other people, and I don't like to use that term, I like to inspire other people. When people come to the gym on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being ready to do it, I'm getting 8s, 9s, 10s, preferably 9s and 10s, because I have steps for them to jump through to make sure they are ready when they come to it. So guys, the bottom line is, as a coach, find a way to invest in yourself. If you keep saying I can't afford it, you will attract and have all the same people doing the same thing to your business. Food for thought. Undergroundstrength.org and undergroundbizjournal.com if you're new here. If you got any questions, hit me up on Twitter @ZEvanesh.